Your best place to find FPL content for 24-25 season. My name is Pat. Today, you're joining me for my deadline stream for Gameweek 27. It's a midweek game deadline, Tuesday, 6 o'clock. So we've got 44 minutes to go now. And let's just do a quick review of what I did last week. And I made 87 points with my assistant manager in play, which was Emery. In truthness, I should have done the -4 and bought in Glasner. That's probably the only mistake I made last week. The player that I bought in last week was Cunha for Ndidi because he was injured and Gakpo weren't going to start, so I needed another player in. And Cunha was the man, and he produced my 9 points, which was good enough for me, in my opinion. Captain choice was, I had two choices myself, was Salah and Burmo. I went with Salah. Both scored the exact same points. So great about that. Happy that Burma finally got some returns this game week. Didn't get many points anywhere else on that bench where I could have made more. Maybe Martinez would be better instead of Pickford. Just 2 extra points. But Palmer yet again blanked. But we have to keep it for this one more game week. And so I did one transfer last night already because Rodgers' price was going to drop and it did drop. So luck, I did my transfer. And I wanted Bowen. I couldn't afford Bowen. I was too short. So for me to bring in Bowen, I had to do it on the minus basically. And that was either going to be on Martinez or Gakpo. Thing is, I wanted to keep Gakpo till at least next game week when they play Southampton. He could play that game. If he could play that game, he will make quite a lot of points. So I'd rather have him from that game. And we know his first choice. He has an injury issue at the moment. So hopefully, it's probably the main reason why I'm not playing in this game week. Otherwise, I probably would. Instead of maybe Dango. So I had a choice of bringing Bowen in. But I decided not to do that because I didn't want to take another minus hits. Coming up towards the game week we've got. So in the end, I could have chose Pedro. AI was telling me to do bring in Nkuku, sorry. As we're gonna have a quick look, and that's what he'll probably tell me to do. Bring Nkuku in. We'll start up by Captain Paul already, but that's going on conservative. If I change it to back to aggressive. So it's telling me to take out Rodgers, which what I did yesterday, and bring in Cuckoo. I decided not to bring in Cuckoo just because it doesn't fill me with confidence. I know the AI is telling me to do this. His most predicted points, like to bring in these game weeks. Or I prefer to do the transfer today, but Rodgers' price was going to drop last night, so I had a bit more time to think about it. But he's up there, but how long is he up there for? Till game week 30, and I'll maybe plan to do my wild card then at that point. So it was AI. According to AI, I should have brought him in, but I'll prefer Pedro Neto instead of Nkuku myself. And so I had a choice between Pedro Neto or go for Mitoma, and I just thought with the little bit of form that the Brighton have just picked up, and if they continue that form, Mitoma will be the spearhead of that. So that's the reason why I brought in Mateto. I did want to bring in Pedro, especially because of the 2 easy games that they got coming up in Southampton and Leicester, both at home. Pedro Neto was the one that I was thinking about. AI is telling me to bring in Nkuku. I decided against that personally. I had another choice of Semedo as well because I've already got Otanga, but I could have bought Semedo double leg up on the Bournemouth attack. But I've heard Livingston might be back as well, so I don't really want to double up on another Bournemouth player when the points could be shared with another Bournemouth attacking option. And that would, even then, that would also limit Otonga's time as well. So his time might be short-lived in my team as well. Maybe I should have been a bit earlier when he was scoring those points. I don't want to show thingy. Let me just do custom because it's gonna keep recommending me otherwise. Players that I don't want to take out my team at the moment. So it'll be Rogers based on suggested transfers. So Bruno Fernandes, can't afford him either. Like Bowen now has dropped. He was a lot higher up on that list before earlier than today. I could doubled up on Bournemouth team, but I lost the other day against Wolves. Was kind of heartbreaking because they got red carded, and when that happened, you knew there's not going to be like goals from Bournemouth at that point. Yeah, I wanted Bowen in my team. It's a nice game to bring him in, and Leicester at home as well. And I just think he's a focal point of West Ham's attack, especially with not any out and out striker they have. They've got Evan Ferguson, who obviously is coming off the bench, still getting up to speed. Paqueta's out, so Bowen will be taking the pens as well. So Leicester game at home is a game that he could get a lot of points in. The Newcastle at home, it's a hard game, not gonna be an easy game, but of course they can get a result there. Everton away is not gonna be easy. Wolves away is not gonna be easy. Bournemouth at home, then no. But so I went for Mittermo instead. Bournemouth home is still not an easy game, but I think it'd be more of an open game. Brighton do like having a higher line, and Bournemouth do the same thing. So we could see quite a bit of goal fest between the two. So I've got both of them, Tonga and Mittermo, so I'm hoping both of them score shitloads of points. Then Fulham the game week after that, and Man City away with the way Man City playing as well. A bit more open. Mittermo has another chance to prove himself to Pep on why you didn't sign him. Villa at home, another very open team, and Villa will of course at that time be playing Champions League games as well. So you don't know how much they'll be concentrating on the Prem and rotation as well. So that could play a part. Crystal Palace away, that would be a hard game. We see Crystal Palace resurgence in recent times. That's no surprise to me personally. I should have really brought in Glasgow last week. I just didn't want to do another -4. I didn't think they'll get a clean 2-0 victory over the other team. I thought maybe it'd be a draw 1-1 at best. 2-1, maybe even 2-1. That's like the clean sheet points as well. Just made it that way where I should have actually done it. Took and gone with my gut instincts. But yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I don't want to go for Langa. It's a bit of two really hard games coming up. Arsenal at home and Man City at home. Not the best of game to bring in a player against. Enzo, like, I had him myself. Did I bring him in? I think I did. I'm lucky I'll get him out ASAP. There's some information that's come out. So I think a lot of people are getting some early team news, and people are moving from Cunha, João Pedro to Cunha. That's what Let's Talk FPL is doing. Telling me to bring Saul back in. I just took him out, and he's blanking game with 29, so no way am I going to be bringing him in. Like, especially like I'm trying to get Rodgers out of my team because he's blanking the game with 29. I'm trying to get my team down to just 3 players blanking, which will be Gakpo at the moment. Not Gakpo. It'll be Isak, Salah, and Trent. because I think I'm most likely will be taking Gakpo out for Wood, who has got Ipswich at home in that game. And then I'll go and replace Greaves as well, because he will be starting that game for me. They are playing Forest at home, so I don't expect them to keep a clean sheet. But a player that I was thinking about maybe bringing him in game week earlier could be Out Nuri for the Everton player. For the Everton game, but even that's not an easy game. The Southampton game, it's probably the perfect opportunity to bring him in. But I don't know if I can even afford that right now, because I've got 0.2 in the bank. So let's have a look right now. So if I take out Gakpo and I bring back in Woods, was the most top scoring striker at the moment. I'm bringing him back in. So hopefully his price does not go up in that time as well. That's 7.2. So I only have 0.4 left after that. So do I do the transfer, or do I just roll the transfer on? You know? Because Mitoma did cost me a pretty penny. If I bought in what AI told me to bring in, which would have been Nkuku, then I probably could afford. Because I'm 0.4 short right now. I would have been able to afford Out Nuri, because I think there's some decent games coming up for them, especially like even like Fulham at home, Everton at home, Southampton away, West Ham at home, Ipswich away, Spurs at home, United away. I mean, we don't know how United will carry on playing then as well. You got Leicester at home, City away. That's a hard game there, but overall, he's like a player that I think you just be holding your team. Same as Woods. As soon as these two fixtures go past against Arsenal and Man City, I think all these games, Ipswich away, United at home, Villa away, okay, that's a bit harder. But remember, Villa could be in the Champions League still then, but highly doubt it. That's in April, so we'll see what happens. They could still be there. Then Everton at home, Spurs away, Brentford at home, Crystal Palace away, Leicester at home, West Ham away, Chelsea at home. So every single one of these games, I would want to have Wood in my team after these two games. I'm quite regret taking him out. I took him out in game week, just before game week 24. I missed out on the 17-point haul. I got minus points as well. My points would be a lot higher if I didn't take Wood out of my team, because he didn't get a goal in the last game. He got an assist, still a return, But yeah. So say if I just want to replace Greaves, I have 4.3 million, which is for goalkeeper, for defender really, really low. Cresswell playing? Cresswell's been playing, so he didn't play one game. He played that game. At 3.9 million, I don't think you can complain. But I think this is the same as having Greaves, personally, in my opinion, because that's a home game at home against Nottingham Forest. So Mazraoui, he has been playing. Like no attacking stats at all, so I wouldn't do it either. Wait, let me just see if there's any attacking stats for Cresswell. Okay, some attacking up there, but where is he actually playing in the team? Oh, hey. Okay, so you bought in, you took Isak out, yeah. Why are you? Why do you take Isak out? That's a gamble, man. Like we both know that he's capable of. So you took out Isak for Ahmed. You got Rodgers in your team as well. Yeah, okay. One, two, three. Okay, you don't need to free hit then. You're fine with that. But I don't think I would have took Isak out, man. You brought Maresca into your team. Who did you have before? So you activated your assistant manager this month, this week. Have I got the right team? Yeah, I've got the right team. Yeah. We'll take Ahmad out first, really. So you went for Maresca as your first choice, yeah? Maybe Postecoglou will be the one, maybe, man. Because you'll get match bonus against Man City, Bournemouth, maybe not Fulham, because Fulham might drop by then, and Tottenham might climb, so they might not have the thing there, but you can change it then. Postecoglou would be the one I would have gone for, really. Glasner, no, not anymore. Yeah. I can understand you're just going for the single game week, really, just going for Southampton, Leicester, and then you're gonna change in game week 29. Okay, because yeah, I think you should not have activated your assistant manager this week, man. And if you did, you should have been maybe Postecoglou. So I'm gonna pick my team for starting captain at the moment, Salah. At the moment, I'm captaining Salah. For you, you just got an option between Palmer and Salah, really. I could go for Mbaba as well. I've got three choices, really. That's why I've chose those three in the chat. One second, let me have a look at the. No, right, Leicester FPL is going to captain Palmer. I don't think I'll be going. I need to be convinced. We've got 25 minutes still to go, so we've got a while to figure out yet. It's a Mayo, like I said, there was another one of the recommendations that he gave me. So we got Raptor going for Palmer as well as captain. Let's see what FPL Harry's doing. FPL Harry is going for Palmer captain as well. Okay. So it looks like all the experts are going for Salah and Palmer captain right now. It looks like it. Yeah. FPL mate is going Palmer captain as well. Let's see what FPL Focal's doing. Focal is also making Palmer captain. So a lot of the experts are going for as their captain. Let's see what FPL Harry's doing. No, is he live? Wait. I think I already clicked in, didn't I? Yeah, pretty sure I did. He has Palmer captain as well. Ay. Just think Chelsea have to win this game, I think. It's gonna be a hard choice right now, man. A lot of people are going for Palmer as captain. I want to see what it says, what AI told me to do here. AI is telling me to go for who did I bring in? Let's go to Altnuri is probably one of the players I needed to bring in. Could bring in Doherty as well, 4.3. That's the exact amount I need to that I've got. So, have a quick look at what was I going to look at? Now let's have a quick look at the price changes, really, because let's do this again. I'm going to quickly have a look at the AI team. 1 second. AI team for the free hit. Loading. Probably a lot of people are on it right now. We've got 18 minutes to go. Yeah, benching Gakpo is what it's telling me to do. No, it's not. It's telling me to bench Mitoma. I think he's just gonna rest because he didn't. He played Diaz, didn't he? He might play Diaz on the left tomorrow. Gakpo did come on, but I just don't see him playing the whole thingy. Save plan. Team was a bit knackered out. Should I just go with the Palmer as captain? AI is trying to do it. I think a lot of the experts are doing Palmer as captain as well. I think it might be worth a gamble for where I am in my league in overall ranking in general. All right. So look at the wild card. Wait, this is Mateta, okay, Cunha, Dango, San, Nkuku, Salah, Palmer, Trent, Gabriel, Munoz, and Jefferson. Better. Bet Hudson. For the wildcard team, wait, that was the wildcard team. So wildcard team is that. Just got 2 players that you got bench, really, no Newcastle players. Free hit team. But a lot of Nkuku for the free hit team. That's the thing. Nkuku's in this team as well. Tosin was supposed to play for Chelsea. 4.2 million. That's not a bad price, you know. 32 points is fairly not that big anyway. All right, you know what? Let's go with AI. Make Salah, Rice. Save. It's a gamble. Someone who has been producing for the last 6 weeks, 6 game weeks, has made a return in a row. 8, 16, 13, 8, 12, 14. to go for someone who has made 2, 2, 6, 2, 2, 10, 10, 2, 10. Who should I pick as a keeper as well, really? Should I start with Pickford or should I start with Martinez? What did A ask him to start with Pickford? Okay. He does like playing against Newcastle, though, man. He got 2 goals and assists the last time we played Newcastle, and that was an away game, 18-pointer. That was game week 14, yeah, against Newcastle. And the same game against Newcastle, game week 14, it was Southampton, and we went for captain, and he only made 7 points and 2 points against them. Mind you, they were both away games, but that's what it was. And in that same time, okay, you had a choice between, you probably went thingy. You know what? I think Salah's in the form of his life. And yeah, well, why am I even debating this? It's just still too, like, I doubted him before a few times in the season, and he has always ended up producing. And at home against Newcastle, who did concede 3 goals against Forest the other day, even though they scored 4, yes, so they do have a leaky defense. They did lose 4-0 to City the week before that, 2-0 before that, letting a goal against Southampton, lost 4-0 against Bournemouth. So they do have a chink in their armor, and for that reason, and because he's the king of FPL who wants to break records, I am gonna stay with Salah as captain. In this stream, you have watched me change my mind, but I think I am making the right choice. To all the gamblers out there, who do you pick? A player who has been performing and winning as a team, or just the player himself against the shit-ass team who have won literally 3 games, two games in the last 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 games in the last 10. Let that sink in, guys. In that same period, they've lost 5 of those games. So, and the 2 wins that they had was Wolves at home and West Ham at home, and I think they got very lucky in the West Ham game, because I don't think one of the goals, the first goal that the West Ham let in, when West Ham were up 1-0, the first goal that they let in should not have stood, because the player was clearly in offside position and not given, in my opinion. And I can't remember exactly what happened in the Wolves game. But even in that game, as you can see, they won 3-1, but he had no part to play in that at all. His XG in that game, even though they scored 3 goals, was 0.22 for assist and 0.19. So how can I pick someone as captain who has not been producing in the recent times? I find that very hard to do. I don't know how he gets the bonus points in some of these games. scoring 1 goal. But yeah, somehow he did. He rarely gets a yellow card, I'll give him that. But I could see I think I'm going to keep Salah captain. I'm just not going to bother chasing, making things worse, because, yeah, I'm just going to stick as Palmer as captain. And I'm going to save my team. Because like, a lot of people listen to all the experts and go for Palmer as captain and he flops and Salah does good. That gives me a little bit of a comeback, in my opinion. So depending on what the rest of your team is like, but if you're not free hitting in game week 29, then yeah, that's a good transfer to do, because you're getting rid of a player that's banking game week 29. If you're just free hitting in 29, then I will keep Ford. But if you're not free hitting in 29, then get rid of Ford and bring out Nui. Join my FPL league. That way I can look at your team easier. So you just be like, bro, check my team, and I can tell you what to do and any advice that I can give you, I will give. So yeah, I am gonna stick with Salah as my captain. To be frank, I would rather have Mboma as captain than Palmer. I have more faith in Mboma getting a goal and assist than Palmer. So I can see a lot of people probably playing Palmer as captain, watching a lot of these experts on their streams got Palmer as their captain. We do know a lot of people do go with what the experts always recommend. But I just don't like the form that Chelsea are in right now, really. Probably another reason why I didn't bring in Pedro Neto instead of, I brought in Mitoma instead of Pedro Neto, you know, or Nkuku. Because if I was so really confident in Chelsea in making Palmer as captain, then I should have really brought in Pedro Neto or Nkuku and not Mitoma. So, like, the only reason I still have Palmer is because of these 2 game weeks, so he might produce something. He might, you know, like, I don't think he will produce as what people think he will do, personally. So you have seen in this me in this stream go from Salah to Palmer as captain and then back to Salah, and I'll give you my reasons behind that. Sometimes it helps me. I like choosing my captain on stream, really, because it makes me talk about the different options, the pros and cons, and looking at the recent form and everything, making me help me make my final decision. And I think it is pretty simple. It is Salah captain. There's no need to gamble really. Not like Palmer's been in fucking red hot form, where I guarantee need him in my team really. Because if that was the case, I would have had Pedro Neto and Nkuku in my team. One of the two would definitely be in my team instead of Mitamo, who I brought in. Because I chose Mitamo over Nkuku and Pedro Neto, and I could have brought in Semedo instead, another Bournemouth attacker. And I didn't want to bring in another Bournemouth attacker because if Wilson will be back soon, I don't want to be like have any rotation risk as well, because I might take Dango out sooner or later. But yeah, I was have, but I wish I could have got Bowen into my team. I just think I tied up too. I could have bought Bowen, but I would have to take out Martinez out my team. I would have to do another -4. And I just don't want to do a goalkeeper transfer really, because it doesn't really help me in any way possible, just besides getting money into my team. I do need that money. But I'm just hoping I need to ride this little wave and get past the mini blank game week, and then see what happens after the FA Cup, so we know what's happening with that, the double game fixtures, and then I can work towards maybe using my wildcard if I need to be early, or game week 30, game week 32, to prepare for game week 33, blank, and then blank game week 34, and then we carry on from there. So we need that information, we need the free hit, we need the wildcard. In my opinion, it's just one of those things. This team just needs to be catered just for that time, so I don't need to be really doing -4 hits, because -4 hits should really, I should have realized this before, it should be for long-term transfers, someone who is gonna recoup that -4 that you did over a period of time, where it makes it negligible that you took the -4 hit to bring that player in. And the hits I took in a couple of weeks before this were not that, basically, and in the end cost me in -16 in transfers, and the players that I took out scored points, so I lost money value as well. So I think I lost out probably 30 to 40 points because of those transfers. And not only that, I would have the extra money to actually bring in Greaves, change Greaves easier. But yeah, not good. But this is what we have to do. Oh, it was locked, hopefully, so deadline has passed. I didn't realize it. I was waffling away. And this time it finished 6 on the dot like it should. Last week it went 23 minutes longer than normal. So it locked this time. It didn't lock last week, but it locked this week on time. Thank you guys for joining me. If you're new around here watching the stream again, please like, subscribe to my channel. Much appreciated. And join my mini league on the left. That way I can look at your teams easier and give you advice when you come onto my stream. Thank you again for joining me, guys. I see you guys next time. I think it's, do we have a Friday deadline, I think, again? Or was it a Saturday deadline? Let me have a quick look. Oh, we have got no FPL this week. So our deadline is a long way away now. So I think it's next game, next weekend. So it's a long time on house till I see you next. A lot can happen in that time. Yeah, thank you again for joining me. See you guys next time. See ya.